1, go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby. Bryden is now one and only Bryden. The one is the number one.
Like a finger.
Like a finger, as we discussed. Do you still have the recording of you doing that whole long thing? So that was very silly. It didn't get released.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably
That might
not.
be fun.
I'd have to check. You know, anything that we record and delete, such as like when Abby says, her social security number, stuff like that, that will be on the Patreon.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So don't
Bonus
slip up.
content. Bloopers. All right. For our ad today, once again, it's for our Patreon. We have very exciting news tonight. Tonight, when you hear this, the Patreon episode will be going up too at the same night.
Well, you can find us. Always going to be the goddamn case. What do you?
I know. I'm just telling people who are listening to this right now that they can go.
But listen to it late.
What?
Listen
late.
To it
yeah,
late.
like an hour or two late. It's not that late.
It's gonna be like 3 hours late.
Okay, look, I had things I had to do last night. I had to put my husband before my hobby.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't have to put my husband before the patrons at all.
That's because you don't have a husband.
Because
no man will marry you.
Type of trickery is that? Yeah, see, this is the type of wordplay that people don't like. All right.
I need to get through my ad here. Go to patreon.com/here-to-help-podcast and subscribe right now. You can go right from the end of this part 1 to the exclusive part 2 for only $1 a month. You can get 3 bonus episodes a month.
It's most likely 4. It's just most likely 4.
Most likely 4, but we're guaranteeing 3, basically.
Guys, there's a reason that there's 3. It's because one of us is a male that could constantly put out every week new episodes, and one of us has a little visit from Aunt Flo.
Yes,
so
that's when everyone will know when I'm on my period because there'll be no bonus episode.
It's the third week of the month.
Will you stop? Don't tell people that. I can't believe I even had that conversation with you.
Eric, this is the 4th week of the month.
Big one okay, not the biggest mistake. I made a lot of mistakes, but it was a very large mistake to let that slip when I was on my period. Okay, for only $1 you get 3 bonus episodes a month. That's extremely cheap. For $5 you also get access to the previously unreleased pilot episode. So sign up for the Patreon, give us your money, and tell all of your friends to give us theirs too. We're not doing too bad for having not released a bonus episode yet.
No, I'm excited, and everybody will get some stuff. I mean, a little later, I even apologized for your heavy flow, and
I saw that. Yeah. I saw the message on there. Yeah. You told them that it's because I was having my period that we're gonna be like an hour later, or whatever, 2 hours later.
2 hours, 3 hours, more than likely.
I don't know. We'll see. However long this takes to record.
We'll see how long it fucking takes. I mean, I don't know.
We're on time today.
You know, Loveline, Dr. Drew, and Adam Carolla never missed an episode because of a period.
Okay, well, they're being paid a bit more.
Well, whose fault is that?
We've got we got $20. If people don't want me to miss episodes for my period, then they should pay us more.
That's not even enough to buy our extra wide tampons.
No, it's not. I need more money. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you should be able to park a Buick in there after 3 fucking kids, honestly. It's like a RAV4 at least. Like, it's
not that bad.
Just...
I got some last minute Dear Abby's, actually. Let me get those. Like, literally, we have, do you want to get into that?
Yeah, let's go.
Our Dear Abby segment today. I can't even say my own name right. Dear Abby, have you picked wrong if no women try to steal your husband?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what that means. Like, are they making, like, plans? Are they concocting plots? Because for some reason I'm picturing, like, a whole... like Lifetime movie here.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a kidnapping situation. I think that, it's like,
are they flirting with him? I don't know if people flirt with my husband. Maybe his coworkers do, but he wouldn't tell me about it.
Yeah,
but nobody's gonna flirt with him in front of me.
Yeah, I don't think it's if nobody's trying to steal.
Them.
Yeah, I don't think it's like if there's nobody trying to, I mean, maybe they're more sly or like maybe they just respect you. For your in your case, you're taller than most men, so you're just
I'm
like a
terrifying.
monster that has to duck through doors. So people are like, I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, I think that's why. I mean, he's a very handsome man. Very handsome man. He's got a very nice beard, too.
See, nobody hits on me anymore on account of not only have I gained weight, but like hey, you can ask Erica when I'm walking down the street. It's a lot because of the sun, but also because I'm mad at the 7-Eleven employee I just bought cigarettes from. But I look like I'm furious. Nobody wants to hit on that guy.
Short guys are always angry. My dad's short. He's not as short as you, but he's a little bit short. He's shorter than me by an inch. Anyway,
That's not short.
he's 5'8". That's short, kind of. I don't know. I call him short because he's very embarrassed by it, though. No, he's a bad man. I can make fun of him, okay? He's not a nice person. He was angry when he found out that I had gotten taller than him.
This is
he
how
was
bad
like
you
mad. But he's a very angry man.
Good.
And he works out a lot, being short too, so he's like a square. Like he looks like Joe Rogan next to Alex Jones or whatever, and he's just like, looks like a pit bull. I don't know. Short guys just look mad. I think they are mad. I think short guys are either like the angriest person you've ever met or like the goofiest and silliest. And sometimes it's both.
Well, I'm pretty furious because like anytime I have to move around throughout the world, like it's hot outside or cold outside or like I'm too sober, like it's outside.
You're too drunk.
Yeah, I just in general, I'm not thrilled about moving around through the world.
Having a hard time.
Well, yeah, of course I'm having a fucking hard time. It just makes sense but a lot of it is the sun gets in my eyes. I refuse to wear sunglasses. The sun's in my eyes.
You should wear sunglasses.
Nah, none of them.
Or a hat. Get a hat.
I like hats.
Yeah, just find a nice hat. It looks good on you, and it'll block the sun if it's the right kind of hat. I'm gonna start wearing hats. My husband bought me a hat, and it's very cute, so I should start wearing hats.
Is it like a fucking Jackie O hat?
What did she wear?
A pillbox hat.
A pillbox? No, it's like what are these called? It's got like a rounded top and kind of like a wide straw brim.
But it's like cute. Redneck fucking retard hat?
No, it's not. It's like a gardening, like something you'd see in like an ad for like there's a woman gardening.
Like an AARP commercial?
Yeah, I don't know. What are they called? It's not a bucket hat.
I think it's just
don't have the white brims.
I think it's just an old lady hat.
It's an old lady hat. It's very cute.
Hey, bring it back, I guess. No, the last hat that I really liked, people hated it. It was the Make America Great Again hat.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't.
I don't know where ours are. We had a few.
Oh, I have so many. I got to show you my hat collection. I've got up there. I've got like a clown wig up there and everything. I got a bunch of shit.
Have you worn that on a stream yet?
Hell yeah, dude.
You should. Yeah. Do you wear it DJing? You should be wearing it DJing. Yeah, that's great.
I got a clown nose and a tie.
I'd like that. That's a great aesthetic. That's great.
TJ Beerbilly.
On Odyssey, is that where you do it, or is
Odyssey,
that the
yeah. On Odyssey? Yeah, you can watch me over there this weekend. I'm going to do on Saturday. Do a whole disco set, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, he was sending me a disco song where the guy just says Barbara Streisand every once in a while.
Duck sauce. It's so good.
No, like when is this gonna say something? Oh, it's literally just her name. Oh,
Barbara
okay.
Streisand.
It's catchy.
No, I think if like nobody's hitting on your fucking husband, then no, you didn't choose wrong. I mean, it's like
it's fine.
What a weird womanly thing to fucking think.
No. Okay, so the reason for this question is because of the drama going on Twitter today. Okay, so someone posted a long thing about how you need to be like the biggest hoe in the world so that your husband doesn't leave you for another hoe that's a bigger hoe than you.
Erica, do you hear this?
Anyway, she went on another screen, like in comments or something. I'm not sure about how if her husband cheated on her, she would just like fight harder for him because he's good to her or something.
That's a guy.
And no, it's not actually. Like this is someone I'm very familiar with, and I know what she looks like and stuff. And she's like an old lady though. She's like in her 40s or something. Like
I'm
she's
35.
Grandma. Well, she's older than you. You wouldn't date someone older than you, probably. Come on.
I don't know. Erica's starting to age out of the old Bry Dogs.
So you're gonna go even older? How does that make any sense?
I don't know. I'm thinking, I
That's
mean,
just going to
40-year-old hoe.
Yeah, but no, she's yeah, anyway. And so in one of her tweets was saying that if there aren't women like whores trying to steal your husband constantly, then you picked the wrong guy
That doesn't
or
make
something
sense.
like that. And it's just like, no, none of it made sense. It was like an insane screed from someone like. I like her generally. I like her tweets often. I've interacted with her
Get her on the
before.
show. Get her on the fucking show.
I probably could.
I
I
want to
can
see.
ask.
I want to see if she'll hit on me. I think maybe
But
I've just become an
she
ugly
knows
man.
because she's obsessed with her husband so much that she's got to be the biggest hoe in the world. That's just so gross to me. Like, because the implication, it's just the way she worded it. Like, the implication is kind of like doing gross stuff. I don't know. Like, do you have no dignity? Like, why are you talking about that on the internet?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like, like if you want to do gross stuff for him, go do it. But like, what? Stop, please
Only
stop.
fans.
Like
Only
50.
fans. Only fans.
Oh, God.
Only
It's
grandkids.
sure.
Only grandkids.
That's why this was asked.
I
And
that
then what? Go ahead.
I don't that I understand why she like thinks she has a point, but again, like this is like a sun-baked fucking grandmother who has no idea outside. You know.
No, it's just like a lot of that stuff, like kind of the more explicit sex talk from the trad women is from the older ones, like the ones that have grandkids. Actually, it's weird. It's
That
weird.
is
It's like
odd.
these old ladies are just so horny they won't shut up about sex.
But how is that trad? I mean, like, I don't talk
Uh,
about sex outside of like a
well,
humorous thing.
it's like the like 1950s, like please your husband and he won't cheat on you or leave you type advice.
Which is great advice. You should, yes, exactly. But why do we have to be explicit about it?
Well, it's not even just that. It's just like I've talked about before how making sex into like a duty or a chore, like you have to do it and you have to make sure you do it this often. And like, even if you're not feeling it, you have to do it anyway. Like that kind of attitude
Is
is very
correct.
prevalent on the dead bedrooms Reddit.
No, it's
These
very
people, no,
correct.
listen, because the way to get your wife to have sex with you more is to make sex more enjoyable for her so she actually wants to. Because if she's doing it when she doesn't want to and it becomes like a chore or a duty in her subconscious and it's associated with that, then she's going to want it less and less. Like it's just
Which
kind of
makes
a
it better
feedback
and better.
loop. That's okay. Well, that's because you're like a disgusting person who wants her to not enjoy it. But that's not,
Why would
it's like
anybody
the
want
opposite
women
strategy.
to enjoy
Like instead,
sex?
why are we always saying like, okay, if your wife doesn't have sex with you very often because she doesn't want to, the problem is with her. Like there's a reason she doesn't want to do
For
it.
the same
Why is
reason.
the onus on the woman? Why can't he just make it better?
Okay, listen,
Like,
because if my coffee maker breaks, I get a new coffee breaker. Duh.
okay, we'll go get a new coffee maker
Yeah,
then. If he does that,
exactly.
then
See?
he does that.
Exactly.
But that's whatever. And that's maybe the attitude. Like that was the kind of my reaction to this thread today. And I didn't really talk about it much. I just didn't really want, because I've talked about this recently. It's like the same freaking stuff that gets posted all the time. Like every 3 weeks, we're having the same argument. But I was just
Wait, who's
thinking,
we?
like,
Who's we?
listen, if I had the thought in my head, like, oh,
But
if
you have
I
the thought
don't,
in your heart because you are.
if I had the thought in my head that if I'm not like the biggest hoe in the world, my husband is going to leave me for another hoe, I would feel very just defeated and just like, okay, well, he can just go do that then, whatever. Like leave.
Well, luckily you are
Like,
the
why
big,
would I fight
luckily
for
you
that?
are the biggest hoe in the world. So
Luckily, I'm the biggest hoe in the world, so it's not a problem.
I don't know. I listen, the idea of old grannies trying to be like quote unquote trad or what the fuck ever
Dude, it's
women
just
do, that rules.
weird.
It rules. It's hilarious.
I have another Dear Abby here. Gio on Twitter says, talk about the pressing issue of whether or not obese passengers should be made to pay for 2 seats on an airline. And there's a video. It's a link to a New York Post article.
Yeah, but I mean, we can just go ahead and nail this one down right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they should have to buy 2 seats, and a lot of them do, honestly. I mean, if they don't and they know it's a problem, like this lady in the TikTok, like she's taking pictures and showing like that she doesn't fit and how like she's filling up the whole area, like it's very inconsiderate. It's very rude. You're not really
Ev-
caring about your fellow man there, but I think a lot of them do buy 2
Every
seats.
every obese man that I know that is like two, seats obese buys two seats because they know that otherwise they're going to be uncomfortable. Also, apparently the way that this most airlines, I'm not sure if all of them do, but some airlines, the way that they work is, yeah, you buy two seats, and guess what? If we didn't sell at the flight, then you only paid for one anyway, so who cares? That's the way that it works. Real fat motherfuckers, and I know quite a few who fly, they pay for two seats. It's only
Yeah.
women complaining about this shit. Men just
Yeah,
buy two
maybe
seats.
so. Well, I don't think that men don't seem to be doing all this like body positivity like fat people should have. I don't know. Like it's the women that are obsessed with this trend of like everyone has to cater to me because I'm 400 pounds and that's perfectly normal and healthy and beautiful. Like men don't seem to be in on that.
Dude,
So
it's
yeah.
it's so much exactly like you say that men don't even do like we'll jokingly be like, yeah, manlit pride worldwide or whatever. And because it is fucked up, that like it's an unspoken fucking prerequisite that you gotta be 6 foot or whatever. But like big personality men still find, something anyway. So we try to help each other out and all of that. But like
Yeah, not
short
everyone's going to be the ideal.
Right. But there's like short men and we don't go on TV and go, this is ridiculous. I demand to ride this roller coaster and have sex with that woman. Like it's not what happens.
You can't set the height requirement this high. I'm
Roller
a
co-
35-year-old man. I can ride a roller coaster. Just let me in. I can see this happening. This is why you don't want to go to Disney World with me. This is why you keep turning me down.
Is that why, or is it
Because
because
you're
I
scared
don't
that
want to
you
go to
won't be
Disney
able to
World?
get on the roller coasters
I'm
with
five
me
foot
and then you'll be
six.
embarrassed.
I can get on every
No,
child's ride. I'm
yeah.
5 foot
Every
six.
child. We're gonna go to the Toy Story land and just ride the Slinky Dog coaster.
I didn't know that was a thing. That honestly
Yeah, they
sounds
made it.
cool.
It's new. We went when it first opened, and yeah, it was all new and stuff. And they have like a Slinky Dog roller coaster and like cool, like cute little. It's not a very big area, but it's neat.
Toy Story does rule. And
Yeah.
I heard it's really cool now they put the gay sex area in because of the Buzz Lightyear movie.
No, I think it's just for lesbians.
Maybe. I don't know. People got mad about that. I don't know.
I don't know why they did. Have you seen the kiss?
Fuck no.
It's just like a cute little peck.
Well, people got mad about the whole goddamn thing to begin with, and it was like,
It's just dumb. I
What?
don't know why they made that movie, but I mean, just because it would sell, I guess. I don't know. I
it
don't.
didn't sell. It didn't sell. And I'm telling you, the reason that it didn't sell, first of all, don't put lesbian kisses or any
No.
kisses in
It doesn't go in a kids movie.
movies.
Yeah.
No kisses. But, like the reason it didn't sell is because Toy Story was about toys that came to life.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear is about the TV show and Toy Story. Dude, who cares? That's gay. It looked boring.
Yeah, it does look really dumb and boring. I could see it as like a novelty thing. I don't know. Like, oh, I'll check this out just to see because I liked Toy Story when I was a kid.
No, at no point was I was like, oh, I need to check out the real adventures of Buzz Lightyear. It was always more interesting that he was a toy that didn't know he was a toy. That was really neat.
Yeah, he was the best character.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm definitely a fan of Woody over Buzz.
Woody was fun. He was very grumpy, though. I can see why you like him.
Well, Woody was grumpy because he was like, you're a toy. He was like, snap out of it. Like, Woody knew. Everybody knew. And then Buzz was just this dreamer. And I didn't like that. I don't like anybody that still has dreams.
Oh, well, that's why you picked me, I guess.
Yeah. And now I've destroyed your Twitter as well. Now everybody knows.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I can't even tell who hates me anymore. Like, it's hard to tell because even people that I'm pretty sure like me, or at least maybe they used to like me, are saying things that are as harsh as people who hate me say sometimes. And I just can't. And then their quote tweet that's probably just screwing with me, just goofing on me, by like joining into the fray. People that are mutuals with them and not me will see it as like a call to action, and then they'll come attack me for real.
Got me smiling ear to ear.
It's It's ridiculous.
It's the best day ever. What's up? Shout out to the boys.
They're so mad. And
Shouts
I've
out
got
to the
like,
boys.
oh my gosh. And it's funny because it'll be like one or two sentences of like their point that they're making, followed by the rest of the tweet character limit of like what they think I am. Like, who am I as a person? Like
I
a
just stopped by.
single fat
Yes.
mom of mixed race children who's dated 5 drug dealers who all beat me up, or like single childless 40-year-old woman, or like fat Indian
Mid-40s.
man, or like, you know, and it's just like it's like a whole screed. It's
I
amazing. And I don't even correct them. I don't even
love it.
argue with it. I'm just like, whatever, okay.
I love it, and I like showing up and backing up their
He
assertions.
just someone called me a 40-year-old childless woman, and Bryden was like, send me a link, and went and told him actually she's 45 or something
Yeah,
like that.
I said mid-40s. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I don't know. That's you opened the door. You were like, this is I'm gonna start shit online. Like, I'm not gonna get the boys back, even
That's
if they're
fine.
wrong. Even
I'm
if they're
fine.
wrong.
Yeah, that's the problem though, is I wish people would like read the point I'm making and react based on my point, but I don't think anyone does. It's all like friend enemy distinctions, and we're all at war, and nobody actually reads the content of my tweet and considers the point I'm making. Do you know what I
have a
mean?
dream
Yeah,
that
it's
someone
very
will
annoying.
read the content of my tweet instead of the content of your tweet is also bad, but I just like backing everybody up when they go after you.
That wasn't bad. These people, I've got like 22 quote tweets on a tweet that where I was saying the opposite of what the 22 quote tweets are mad about.
That
Like,
was
it
the
was
best one.
literally the exact opposite of what they were mad because they thought I said the opposite. That's what happens. They get so mad over things I never said. I'm sorry. We shouldn't even like be ranting about this, but
It's
it's
fine.
just
We gotta-
crazy. It's like a social experiment for me, though. It's like interesting to observe.
It's not. You're just bad at Twitter. But I went through and liked every
I
one that
know,
was
everything
against
is
you.
like-
But yeah. I mean, let's go on and actually do the show. We're 22 minutes
We
in.
should.
We
We
should
have
do the
another
show.
Dear Abby.
But I
Okay.
want you to know, I go through and I find all the guys that are
I
against you,
know,
like
and
their
you
tweets
egg
that
them
encouraged them.
on.
Yeah, it's great.
You're just terrible. I don't know how I got myself into it. Just keeps getting worse.
Yeah,
That's the thing. And I'm just kind of stuck in this hole I've dug for myself. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. Okay, we have one more Dear Abby. Dear Abby, my love, and by the way, he spelled it wrong. It's an I. It's not a Y. That's someone else who stole my bit. Stupid bitch. Dear Abby, my love interests keep becoming nuns. And that's
that
the whole
didn't
thing.
happen. That didn't happen. So next question.
Yeah, it maybe didn't. I mean, if it does, then I mean,
Well, why
either
don't you go-
scaring them or they're just like nice women who can, maybe they should be nuns. Maybe you should just.
No, this
Try
guy doesn't. This is fake. The guy doesn't listen to the show anyway. Here's an
No, he
idea.
doesn't.
Here's an idea. Why don't you go become a priest and fuck little boys? All right.
No,
that's,
shut up. Public school teachers actually abuse children more than Catholic priests, and I'm defending Catholics here, but it's just true.
Yeah, I'm also against teachers.
Good.
I don't
We can agree on.
like DeSantis has this thing where he's like, we're gonna have veterans and first responders be public school teachers, and I'm like, that's a dumb idea.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, no, it's either that or pedophiles, and it's like, all right, so we got PTSD people and pedophile. There's no hope for the future, but like, hey, it's an idea. I just don't know if that's a good one.
No,
it's
probably
the
not
worst idea he's come up with.
dude, just don't send your kids to public school.
Or don't send them to school.
Just don't.
Instead, put them in a van. Like that. Who was that bitch? And then.
What? What bitch put her
Who
kids
was the
in a
bitch?
van? What are you
Who-
talking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't want to get banned, but people my age will get it.
People,
Like,
your
I don't know
old
where
people.
they went. It was a black
Old
guy.
people. Oh my gosh! What? Who? Casey Anthony?
No, different bitch.
I don't know any of these things.
No,
I think that.
that was this there was this broad that like snapped, and she said it was postpartum depression, which is fucking bullshit, by the way.
It's not. It's not. I don't know that it's necessarily excusable. It's like a temporary insanity. Like, how do you know if it's true or not, kind of thing. But like, postpartum psychosis is a real thing. It's horrific.
All right. Well, I mean, my mother has told me that like one time when I was like not even one, she was holding me and just started bawling her eyes out. My dad was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?" And she goes,
It
"I
just
don't want
happens.
him to go to college."
Oh, well, that's
Like-
just normal. That's not like a postpartum issue.
That's insane.
That's
But-
just moms. Well, we're women. I don't know, dude. We've got hormones doing weird things and
I have
shifting
hormones.
constantly.
I have hormones too.
You know, you have different hormones and they don't do the same
Better
things.
hormones. They make me want to punch stuff.
Yeah, that's not better. You're just being destructive and angry.
And you're just being destructive and angry.
No, well, yeah, but at least it's not physically destructive so much.
See, no. This is some other shit that women have brought into the world. I don't want to hear this, and it's the wrong podcast for this. But
we're helping people.
we're not helping anybody.
We're helping everyone. That was the other Dear Abby I got, actually, is when are you going to start helping people? We have helped people so much
I
with
haven't
this
helped.
podcast.
I haven't helped anybody. I refuse to.
We have helped people, and promise you that the testimonials will be flooding in any day now. If we have helped you with our podcast, I need you to say so. Go leave a review on Apple Podcasts because you can leave reviews there, or I think you can do it on like Podcast Addict somehow too. So
Are we
go
on that?
leave 5 stars. Well, yeah, we're searchable on there, so yes. And then that's what I use for all podcasts. If enough people have seen it, like it's searchable on there. But anyway, you can leave a review, 5-star review. And if it's entertaining enough, I'll read it on the show.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what's really entertaining on fucking podcasts?
What?
Dumb fucking ads.
You know what? They can deal with it.
Oh my god, and they will by going to the podcast app and leaving a 1-star review that says Abby is a cunt. But please make it 5 stars, please, because
You
that
can
does.
say
You
mean
don't want to
things
hurt
to
me.
Look, I don't care what you say. You can say horrible things about me as long as it's 5 stars.
And her
Just click
Twitter
the
is
5
Her
stars
Twitter is @OctoAbby. You don't
with
even
an
have to do
I,
all
not
that.
a Y.
You could just say horrible things to her.
You could just do that. I mean, then you can reach me to tell me.
It's
But
the
I would
worst
appreciate.
fucking show.
It's doing fine. It's a good show. We're gonna move on to our Reddit segment. Do. There's our transition. We don't have any freaking music for this show. It's
I
absurd.
just played a fart noise.
Well, I can't hear it. You have to make it where I can hear it.
So you want to hear fart noises?
Well, I don't want to be talking through all of your stupid
no,
drops.
It's pretty loud. It's pretty loud.
Okay, so they can't hear what I'm saying.
No,
They can only
that.
hear farts. Okay.
Yeah, here's another one.
Oh my goodness. So Erica sent me this in our
Here's
Reddit.
another fart though.
Okay, just
Let's
Are
just
you
do one
done?
more. Let's just do one more. Since you breathed in.
get it out of your system.
Just breathe in.
Just go. Are you done?
No, I'm still doing farts.
Oh my goodness gracious. Are you this drunk? And we have
so
a bonus
it's,
episode?
Anyway,
there
the
for you?
fart's over with, but here's also Louis C.K.
Shut up, faggot.
All right, so anyway, go ahead.
What did Louis C.K. say?
You said shut up, faggot.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I feel like it's unfair for you to do drops I can't hear.
I did some more.
I know. I figure I'm just gonna assume every time you're quiet after I talk, that's what's happening.
It was farts. It was farts, but there's no more.
Yeah, from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole? I am new to being around other races. I asked if black people can tan.
Wait, no, that's.
What?
You're not the asshole. You're just stupider than shit. You're retarded. That should come from Am I the retard?
It's an Asian. They don't have very many black people there. They said, I moved into America from Asia a few months ago. I've
What does that
never
mean?
met a black person before.
Okay,
I moved here."
no. Okay, keep reading. But like, even still, aren't they supposed to be smart? What does that mean? Oh, I'm Asian.
Well, because
What does
they
a tan
it's
do?
culture shock.
What is it? What do they expect them to do?
Look,
Become?
I think it's a legitimate question.
It's not.
Do they get darker in the sun? Yes, they
it's
do,
not.
don't they? Is that not a tan?
They do not get dark.
Do they
in the
not
sun,
at
and they
all?
do-
Like,
no.
okay.
They
But
do
what if they're
need
not like
sunscreen.
super dark?
Look, The question that I think is fair is, do they need sunscreen? Which is technically, if they want to get, like don't want to get skin cancer, then sure. But they're heavily melanated, so they are way more protected against, skin cancer. But like, no, they're at severe less risk of having sunburn. It is possible, but black people don't typically get sunburn.
Okay, but I'm not talking about sunburn. Can they tan?
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Not at all? Like it's not going to shift at all? What
What are
if
you
they're
gonna
like half black?
No,
At
no, they
all?
can't tan.
Are you
No,
serious?
they don't
Okay,
get
I'm going to
darker.
have to ask black people this because I don't think you understand. I don't think you know
I
the
think
experiences of black people.
I think I'm completely right. And no, black people can't tan.
Okay. I mean, I'm not black, so I don't I
Do
think
you
it's
know
a
what
legitimate
melanin is?
question.
No, it's not. Melanin is the pigment of the skin that makes them, not white. It's because of like evolution in the years of the sun.
Okay, well then is she an asshole for
Yeah.
asking?
Well, no, she's
I
not
don't
not
think
for
this,
asking.
I mean, she's never met a black person before. I don't think it's,
Still, well, it's a stupid question.
I don't know.
It's a dumb question. The
Well,
sunscreen thing is not a stupid question, but
I
can you
wouldn't know.
tan?
You can tan without burning, though. Some people, like even white people, can tan without burning.
Have you ever
Like
seen a
that's
black person?
beside the point.
Have you ever seen a black person tanning?
I don't know. Let me. I mean, I don't know.
The answer is no.
Probably not. But it doesn't matter if, like, maybe they just don't intentionally do it. But if they're at the beach,
No black person goes to a tanning salon.
so well, I'm not saying they would go to a tanning salon. I'm asking if it's physically possible.
No.
Okay, well that's whatever. I think it's not that
They're
bad a question.
no.
We're just gonna move on though.
No, they aren't the no, we shouldn't. They aren't the asshole for asking if they're unfamiliar. I think that should be fine. How did they ask this? Did they go up?
They just said to their white friend, can black people tan? And then the black people nearby got very mad because they overheard her.
Oh, well, that's on the black people then.
Yeah, they got annoyed, like visibly annoyed. Nobody did anything. And then the white friend that she asked, said that she was an asshole for even asking.
Well, no, that's stupid. She's not the asshole, but it is a dumb question.
Just call me dumb then. I don't think it's a dumb question.
It is
You
a
do call
dumb
me dumb.
question. It is a dumb question. No, they can't tan. Where's their tan supposed to? What are they supposed to do? They're like,
Okay,
all right,
you're telling
now
me
listen, I'm
that,
Chris
okay, what
Tucker.
is the shade at which
No.
tanning is impossible? That's what I'm asking. Because most American black people have at least some, like,
So no. You're saying somebody goes in there. They go, "Hi, I'm Chris Brown. I want to get a Wesley Snipes." You think that's
no,
possible?
that's not what I'm saying. Well, I don't think they would do that culturally. Like, what point would there be to tan for them? They don't look like paper. Like, there's no point in that.
I don't know why we tan that much, quite frankly.
Honestly, it's stupid. I don't understand why people do it. You're gonna get skin cancer, and it looks bad. It looks fake.
And then,
However,
you know what?
you were
That's
born, I feel the same way about nose jobs. Like, you were supposed to have that nose. Unless it's like absolutely horrific, just leave it.
okay, but
You're gonna look weird.
You look like you had a nose job.
Who would get a nose job to make their nose look like mine?
Michael
Right.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson got a nose job to make his tiny. Is mine tiny?
It's
It's just upturned. You just don't like it because it's upturned.
It's not that. It's the triangular shape.
It
of
is a perfect It's like a perfect right angle triangle pointed upward. It's very weird.
It's rough looking.
It does look artificial. That's fair.
It does.
But I don't
it
think
does look
anyone
rough.
would get a nose job to look like it because it's still big.
I mean, I'm really into bones, and I know the nose is cartilage, but I'd like to see the inside of it because there's no way that you're not shoving tissue paper in there or something
To make it look like that, to like
yeah,
fill
it's
it out.
It's just weird.
If I ever get an X-ray of my nose again, I'll send it to you.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Yeah.
I want to see that this is somehow a real thing.
It's
But-
real. I do shove tissues up there a lot because I get nosebleeds a lot, so I do have that problem. I
It's
think
probably because it's it's dysgenic. It's an anomaly.
It's weird. It is weird. It's not even that. I like to joke that it's big, just I don't know why,
It's not
just
even
like a
that big.
self-depreciating thing. It's not even it's like slightly big, but it's not even that. It's just like nobody has this shape of nose. Like it's
You look
just
like Phineas. You
weird.
look like
I
Phineas from
look like
Phineas and
Phineas.
Ferb.
It's like a triangle.
Yeah,
It's like
it's fucked.
someone drew it on. Yeah, okay. We don't need to talk for 20 minutes about my nose.
I mean, it's probably hard for
I'm
you to get all
sorry I
the
ever
air in
showed you
there
my nose.
because I gotta see
I
your
can't breathe.
nostrils.
What?
I gotta see your nostrils. They have to be small. Like
No, they're decent size. They're good nostrils. They're
you
not
don't know what a
small.
good you don't know what a good
Why would they be
nostril is.
small?
I don't know because like it's just too thin. But okay,
My
look,
nose is too okay.
it's too
Yeah, it
odd.
is pointy.
Listen, you look like a monster. We've
I
got to
do.
move on to this fucking thing.
I hope everyone understands that I look like a monster. That's what the point of that was. From r/relationships, how to help my girlfriend gain weight. Hello, guys. My girlfriend is 19 years old with 160 centimeters of height. I don't know what
What does
that
that
means.
mean?
Let me
Hold
see.
on. Yeah,
Centimeters
figure
to
that out.
inches. 160.
No, 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 no. Let the man decide what inches is.
Okay, you tell me.
Turns out she's actually fucking really tall.
How tall is she?
Well, it says 62 inches, but
How many? You
no.
have to get a calculator out. How many
what?
feet is that?
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Are you gonna have to get the calculator?
No, she's 5'2", so she is pretty small.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she's 5'2" and 36 kilograms. This is very annoying. I should have translated this
I
beforehand.
fucking hate foreign people.
Why are they doing this? Why do they torture us like this? So that is 79.3
Oh
pounds.
shit,
Dude, she's gonna die.
she's hot.
That's like a child's weight.
Yeah, that's not good. She is
Okay.
gonna die.
Yeah, she says she is extremely underweight. She has small bone structure, so she's not like super bony, but she's still extremely underweight.
Okay, what's her age?
19.
Oh shit, fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah, she can't be like, yeah, if she was like 12 or
Like, the
something, I'd
best
be like, okay,
bet-
she's a late bloomer, but
Right, like the best bet was that she was like a child, but it's like no.
that's so bad. Yeah, he says, I bought her a gainer to help her get more calories and protein,
What's
yet
that?
she's still, I would assume that's just stuff to put in your food.
Oh, like whey powder and shit.
I think that's what that
Okay.
means, yeah. But she's still not eating enough. She says she doesn't feel like it. What can I do? Have you been to similar positions? Like this person, where are you from, dude? You can't even. Okay, anyway. I went easy on her last month, but she lost a kilogram and got me so worried. If you have been in a similar situation, what should I do?
And then the first response is from fucking Reddit user Jay Epstein.
Send her to me.
Yeah, like no, dude, she's
No, you need to get her checked into a clinic that deals with anorexic girls because there's okay, if you just make her eat more calories, she's going to get sick. Your body cannot just immediately, like you can't just eat a cheeseburger after you've been fasting for 7 days. It's the same concept. Like you're going to hurt, like she will have horrible issues with her body and her digestive system if you just try to make her eat more. She needs to go to a doctor and get like a treatment plan and like a schedule on how much to increase calories by day kind of thing.
I completely agree with that. But also, I would add, you also need to break up with her because as soon as she is done being normal, she's gonna just blow up like a blimp. Just get out of there. There's no reason that you should be. Does he say how long he's been with this broad? She's clearly insane.
No, it probably wasn't long because he's 24 and she's 19, so
Yeah.
probably like a year at most.
Fuck that. Dude, if you really love her, get her into some type of a program, break up with her, let her fucking blow up like a blimp. Then she'll get fat. Then she'll realize that people don't treat her as well. And then she'll reach a healthy weight where she's hot by the time she's like 24. And then you're already moved on. You're out of there. You're dating another 19-year-old anorexics again.
I don't think she necessarily will just get fat. Maybe she'll just go to a regular weight, especially if someone's like actually there helping her and encouraging her. Like once she gets to a regular weight, she could just.
I fail to see that's how that's his fucking problem.
It's well, if he cares about her, it
He
is. If he
doesn't. He's
breaks up with
24.
her, okay, look, if he breaks up with her, look, at 24, dude, never mind. It doesn't matter.
No,
Um,
no. It does matter. Say what you're going to say because listen, those of us that like dated, no, at 24 you don't really care about somebody. You just think that you do.
Okay, yeah, that's why my husband was married for years and had 2 kids by then.
Yeah, that's different people, dummy.
Okay.
Sorry
You're
that
saying
I'm
that a
sorry that you're
24-year-old man
Yes.
can't care. No, that's not true. It does depend on the person.
Listen, you listen. It's
24
not.
years old is a man.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
a child. We're not talking about some 18-year-old.
A 24-year-old is not a man yet.
Okay, well then that's absurd.
You're not a man until you're 30.
Okay, that's retarded. That's stupid.
No, I'm telling you, my brain didn't work properly until I was
It
30 years
still
old.
doesn't work properly. Are you telling us that your brain works properly right now?
It works way better than when I was 24.
I really do. I'm disturbed by that. I
That's
can't
most
imagine how
men.
stupid you were then.
Okay, but you also didn't have to go out there and like date men. Like you just, you were a whore. You got knocked up.
I was
you just,
not
You just like raised a family, all of that. You just beat a slut. Now, me,
How
on the
is
other
that
hand,
being a slut? Getting married and settling down and having 3 children. That's not being
that
a
young.
Yes, that young. That doesn't make me Okay, so
What?
what would I have done if I had not gotten married then?
Probably get monkeypox
Okay.
because you're
that's-
also gay.
Yeah, that's getting married and having children young is the opposite of a slut,
Nah,
right?
you're a whore. But
Oh my gosh.
but no, I mean like no, I'm telling you, 24-year-old men, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like it's
Stop infantilizing them.
stop fucking acting like women aren't demons.
No, because we're not demons. We're
Well,
human beings. We're
agree-
people.
Agree to disagree, dog brain.
We're people. And you need to stop infantilizing men because they are absolutely adults.
A man is not.
That's
no,
all I'm saying.
A man is not a man until he's in his 30s.
You're just an idiot.
That's just the truth.
Just not very bright.
I
You
don't know.
just because you have spent your life being a man child. That doesn't mean that everybody is going to do
and
that.
I will continue.
It's your own
doing that.
fault.
I will continue doing that. See, and this makes me more of a man is that I just do whatever I want all the fucking time.
Okay, yeah.
It's what a man does is whatever the fuck he wants as I pour a giant glass of whiskey.
Currently. I can hear it. Yeah.
I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. So
you have like a big jug of whiskey next to you, like you did that one day.
I wouldn't call it a big jug. I mean, it's a handle of Maker's Mark. It's 1.75 liters.
Yeah. That's a jug.
Or 1.75 milliliter. Listen, it's a jug.
Yeah, does it have a handle?
No,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't have a handle on
Oh,
it.
it should have a handle. I don't like the bigger ones that don't have handles. It's very inconvenient. It's very heavy.
Well, I don't know. It works for me. It's
Evan
my
Williams
whiskey.
has handles.
Evan
on their big
Williams
ones.
is trash fucking whiskey. You
Yeah, it
goddamn
does.
degenerate.
That's what I use for whiskey sours.
Oh God, you're a fucking degenerate. Just buy Makers.
Look, if I'm gonna freaking water it down with like lemon juice and honey syrup and stuff, like yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy.
Makers isn't even that fucking. It's not. It's
Well,
not
I don't
even
know how much
mid-shelf.
that costs because I don't buy it, so I have no idea what it is.
I pay about $45 a god. Well, that's not true. $45 to $50 a goddamn handle for Makers. It's not that bad. I go
I
through
think
about
Evan Williams is like $30.
4 or 5 of those a fucking month. It's not that bad.
4 or 5 of those a month? That's a lot. That's
Well,
a
that's
lot.
just my whiskey.
That's just the whiskey. You have a lot of martinis too.
Listen, I don't need. My liver is indestructible, and women's attitudes are fucking horrible.
Just mine.
No, it's not you. It's just all of them. Look,
It's just all of them.
this guy, he's got to get out of here. At least you can agree, right? Like he's got to get her help, but like he can't stick around.
It depends. I mean, it depends on what kind of person he is.
If she has to go to any type of rehab, she's not gonna come out of there. Like people that come out of any type of rehab need to start a whole new fucking life. They can't be around anybody that they've ever fucking known before. And unfortunately, he's
No,
part
that's
of that.
true. Yeah, that's why my mom had problems. She went to rehab several times and then she would just go hang out with her friends and then someday someone would have something, you know?
Right. Like, I mean, his whole thing is not being 79 pounds, but still, it's you can't have romantic relationships for like a year plus after you get out of rehabs of any type anyway. If this guy really cares about her, which again, he's 24, he'll get over it. He's got to get her to some type of thing if he really cares about her and just forget about the broad because she's all kinds of fucked up. If she is 79 pounds, that's way too, I mean, like,
That's disturbing.
it's not good.
She's not healthy.
No, she's going to die.
It just depends on if you want to stay with her. I don't
Nope.
know. Like if
That's
this is the girl
stupid.
you want or not.
That girl is not even who's going to be the person that comes out of rehab.
That's fair.
Like that's dumb. You got to let people go when they've got some shit like that. That's stupid as shit.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Look at how real I got.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. And they're not married. They don't have kids. Yeah.
Right, because they're children.
Yeah, they're not children. These are adults.
They're barely adult. I mean, if they like broke into my car, they're adults. But like
Yeah. See,
otherwise, yeah, they're children.
they're fully adults. I don't have any compassion for
Your
this
brain
idea
is
that
not
you're
d-
not. I don't give it. I don't care. I don't care.
Your brain's not
There's
done
a
developing until you're
it's a
20 fucking
process. I
five.
don't
They're
care if
children.
it's done or not. There's a process by which, like, it happens over time, and by that age, it's enough to
Nah.
consider you an adult.
Nah, not in situations like this. There's
Okay,
something called
then what
nuance.
should the age of consent be 25? Should the, alcohol drinking age be 25? Should I mean, I don't
No,
know,
we should.
dude. Like buying guns at 25 only? Like that's basically what you're saying because
No, no,
that's
no, no,
that
no,
they're
no,
the
no.
measure of adulthood in our country tends to be like a legal standard.
Look at the fucking liberal goddamn crypto feminist attitude that comes from this bitch. I'm not talking. Why would you want to bring the government into this?
I don't want to bring the government into this. I'm
But
just
you
talking.
did.
I'm
But you
saying,
just
look,
did.
it's a sign that as a society we generally accept that when you turn like 19 years old, 20, 21, depends on the person. Now I think even tobacco is like 21. So we'll say
Yeah,
just
tobacco's
21.
21.
Like 21 is an adult, like societally accepted. That is the standard that we approved of enough for it to be able to be passed into laws, like in an ideal situation.
Right, and then there should be, certain age barriers that you need to pass, such as like now it's 15 to get your learner's permit, so you can learn to drive. 16, you can learn to drive, but we don't let you smoke cigarettes or, go to war or anything like that. Sure, I think
Right.
maybe
But
18.
like
I think somebody
legal,
who's 18 is competent enough to go to war and kill another man, but I don't think he's competent enough to be able to get married and run a relationship properly, because those are completely different things.
those are
Killing a man,
completely different things.
killing a man is something that I think that 18-year-olds are perfectly capable of doing. Being able to hold down a marriage, no, I don't think that is something they're capable of doing at 18, as evidenced by all of the 18-year-olds not being able to hold down a marriage, but yet being able to go to war and come back just fine.
Okay, what about my husband then?
What? So we should just base all laws on him?
No, I'm not. No.
Well,
But
I
the
guess
laws
let's put him
say
in a tube and
the
let
laws
Biden
say
look at
that
him.
18 is a legal adult. So it is based on that. Anyway.
A legal adult as held responsible for if this guy knocks her up, then he's legally responsible as far as alimony payment. Sure, but in the eyes of like what is what makes a kid versus an adult as far as like making right decisions in a relationship? No, he's a fucking kid. He's not. He has no experience in this, and the only thing that can
You
give
don't get
somebody
experience until you do it.
Exactly.
There's literally no way to get experience until you do it. That's why people like me and my husband, who did start young with our family, we did mature faster. Like we had to grow up.
Sure.
And that's
I
what
am-
happened. And so you can't like
Still waiting
it's a
for you to mature a little bit, but
okay, look, I am perfectly mature. I'm having you know what I learned actually?
oh, did you what? No. What did you learn recently?
I'll learn.
Everything about My Chemical Romance. Is that what you learned
Well,
recently?
well, that's connected to it, okay, but it's not the thing. I learned because I was looking it up. I was like, why am I getting so many hot flashes and why are my cramps worse when I have a period?
Ah,
And I
'cause you're
looked it up
old.
and it gets worse as you get older, yes, but
Yeah, you're
also
old.
our hormones cycle out every 7 years and like shift really bigly. So and when that
Bigly?
happens, like
You
your
just
hormone,
said
yes,
bigly?
I'm sorry.
Bigly? Are you
I'm
serious,
so,
Joe? So
look.
seriously, hormones cycle. They cycle very bigly.
They do. They cycle very bigly. I wish I could do a Trump impression. I'm terrible at
So
impressions.
bigly.
Very, very.
Hormones, tremendous hormones. We love our hormones. They cycle
So
very bigly.
for a woman, our hormones control a lot of us. Like it's a big. I don't feel bad in saying it. Okay,
Where are you
our
going with
hormones
this?
factor very, very bigly into who we are as people
That's
at
all
the time.
people,
Okay,
idiot.
so every 7 years we change. Is what I'm saying. Women just change every 7 years, basically, based on that. And you know what? I just hit 14 years. Okay. That means that I have changed and then changed back again to being
That's
14 years old
no, you haven't.
hormonally.
You
That's
haven't.
what that's the joke because I've been listening to My Chemical Romance a bunch. Like when I was 14.
One, you're bad at jokes. Two,
That's the
all
I
people,
got a
all
little
people
lost.
are a slave to their fucking chemical makeup. It's called biological determinism.
Yeah,
It's something I
not
fucking believe
necessarily
in
a slave,
entirely.
but it's a big effect.
You
It
don't have free will, idiot.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. I
No,
have
no
no
person
control
does.
over like
No,
literally any part of my life at all whatsoever.
no,
So,
but stop. Listen, different podcast, but no, listen. You're
how many podcasts do you think we have? Why do you say
well. At least
that?
it's got to be at least three.
This is the podcast, okay?
I mean, I don't know. None of these fucking dorks are gonna want to hear about this.
They do want
Uh,
to hear about it. They like to hear what we have to say.
Okay,
What do
free
you think?
will
Do
is
you
a
think they're
goddamn
listening?
illusion. Free will is a
What?
goddamn illusion. Seriously, all you are is just a bunch of fucking chemical makeup in your mind that is making the decisions for you. So
No,
it's
you just want to excuse yourself. That's stupid. Okay,
oh, I'm
the
not excusing
chemicals.
myself at all.
No,
I love my chemicals.
the chemical. You love your chemicals. No, so the chemicals and the hormones coursing through your body and your brain have a large effect on your behavior and your
Hundred
personality
percent,
and your mood, but
hundred
they
percent.
do not cancel out free will. You can choose to act a certain way and you can to some extent control your thinking.
Well, no.
It's it
Why?
affects you
Isn't God in
greatly.
charge of all of it? Doesn't He have this great fucking plan?
No, yeah, he does have a plan, but part of that plan is us having free will.
So
We
part of
do
his plan
have
is
free
just
will.
so
We
like
gain free will.
God doesn't know the plan. He's just like,
He
oh,
does
I
know
don't
the
know.
plan.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they'll start a podcast. This is
How
retarded.
how does us having free will negate God having a plan? Part of his plan is us having free will.
So what does he think is going to happen then?
I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know what he doesn't freaking tell me what his plans for the universe are besides what's in like scripture and stuff.
But it's important. It was important that you have quote unquote free will, and you're not just reacting based on previous things that have happened to you, and based on
No, you are,
what
but
you are chemically and what your instinct is. We are 100% instinct.
you are reacting based on those things. You're correct in your wording
Right,
there,
it's instinct.
but you
I
can
have no control.
choose how you're going to
I
react.
believe
You have
that
options.
I believe that I have that, and that's the only thing that keeps me sane is
You
the
obviously
idea.
you're arguing against it. What do you mean that's the only thing that
No,
keeps you sane?
I believe that I have the idea. I believe that I have a choice. I believe that I'm making choices. But if I pick up this cup with my right hand or my left hand, this is just based on everything that has happened before and all the stimuli that is coming in now. This is just the decision that I would obviously make based on instinct.
Sorry, I've got children coming in.
All
No,
right.
no,
Oh,
okay. Look,
convenient.
picking something up with your left hand or your right hand is more of just like a mindless instinctual motion. So it's a very bad example for this argument. Okay,
Why?
but if
Everything is a mindless instinctual fucking
if someone
movement.
if someone tells me right now something very mean, I have a choice. Like, I
Fat.
can think, am I going to ignore them? Am I going to scream at them? What am I going to do?
I don't know. I think that your DNA will guide you to make the decision that you were always going to make. It's called determinism.
I
And
think that's stupid.
well, you can think that it's stupid because your biology says that you would think that that was stupid.
Okay.
That's, I mean, I don't know. Move on to the next thing because, like, wait, I swear to God, this is a comedy show. We're coming up to the point where we gotta like tease them for the Patreon. You can't just
Will
be
you
like,
shut your mouth?
actually, we're just gonna fucking wax poetic on fucking free will for the next
Look,
hour.
this is fine. Why are you complaining so much? You
Why?
just complain
Because of
so
my
much.
fucking DNA.
Because it's your dean. You just don't want to take responsibility for anything in your
Oh,
life.
I'll take
You want to
responsibility for
believe
all
that
of
you
it.
were a child until you became 30. And then when you became 30, it's still not your fault because you don't have free will because of biological determinism. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're saying to me right now. And it's
No, no, no.
interesting.
If it's important to you, I'll take responsibility for all of it. But I can't imagine a scenario in which I ever gave a flying fuck what you had to say.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
I mean,
Girlfriend of 18 years wants a sex change. Too long didn't read. Girlfriend informs me she still loves me, but wants a sex change. My girlfriend of 18 years just told me she's been thinking about getting a sex change.
oh
How many
Jesus.
times am I going to have to say the same freaking sentence?
I
I
don't know. You don't have to. Okay, look. Here's the thing. You got to break up with her, uh, or try to bargain with her and just go get a dykey haircut. That's it.
Yeah, you would think that you could just tell her to dress butch. That's fair.
Even that. No, even that's a little. Like unless she's gonna go like
Just let her
cosplay.
wear your clothes. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Like, that's
even
kind of
that.
cute when a girl wears your clothes,
Well,
right?
in the morning, not at the
Not to
wedding,
dinner. Yeah. She's wearing like a tux.
right? Yeah, it's like if she's doing the fucking Elliot Page shit. That's not
Well,
good.
yeah, that's the problem is like if she wants to get surgeries and stuff. And also that at like 18 years, how old are you then?
Ah,
40?
yeah.
Like, why at that point? Well, maybe he said, yes, he does say, okay. We have a daughter together as well. For the past few years, she
Oof.
has been getting more distant from me. I'm almost 42 and she is 53 and dealing with
Mm.
menopause. I'm not sure if it's her hormones going nuts or not. Yes, it is. It is. It's menopause. She doesn't like dealing with it's the same thing as all these teenage girls who are hating going like having periods and stuff and wishing they were boys and becoming trans boys.
What is wrong with? First of all, okay. First of all,
Right.
menopause. That rules. I like how the fellas sneak in there, and then like two, pretty good. Two, two. I
It took me a second.
yeah.
I was like, what is he doing? Oh.
Like two. I can't. I can't imagine being this guy because he's some fucking shrimpy long haired fucking guy who's like makes wind chimes, and that's
Is that what he is?
well. I mean, am I wrong? Can you not see this guy with like round
No.
glasses and long stringy hair, and it's like dirty blonde, and
He's
he's
making
like
wind chimes.
making
I can see
fucking wind
that. I'm
chimes.
picturing a person right now, yeah.
That's that guy. He lives in Olympia, Washington, or some shit.
Oh my gosh, yes. And when he was like 20, he lived in like a warehouse with artists,
Oh, for
you
sure.
know?
But the painting career never took off. I mean, he
Yeah.
still does it, but like it's not that big of a thing. And then she is like a teacher, but he's like, he gets by working over at the fucking IRS.
Oh my god. That video, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. That's off topic. Okay. I don't know why where were we going with that? Oh, you're just saying you don't like the guy?
No, no, I think the guy needs to again break up with the bitch. But he can't because the cat he needs to take his kid and run
No,
away.
he has a kid. Yeah, but how old is the kid though? They don't say how old the kid is.
The kid
Because
has
if
to be an
she's
adult.
53, like how, yeah, it's got to be like at least a teenager, right?
Yeah, but you can't be around
Yeah.
somebody that wants to become a skinwalker. You just
I,
can't do it.
well, yeah. Honestly, it takes a lot to get to that like that far with it, but it is probably just stemming from the menopause. Honestly, it's a terrible thing to go through. It's unfortunate. It's sad, and you don't want to be a woman. But
Isn't fucking menopause like period 9,000?
menopause is when it starts to stop, so you're
Yeah,
it
I get
becomes
that.
spotty
Well, I
and
know, but
stuff, but the symptoms, yeah,
I
you get
don't.
like hot flashes and like cold
Hold
sweats
up,
and your
pause.
hormones are crazy. What?
Did you really think that I didn't know what it was? I just meant
Oh,
how it felt. I
I'm
know all
sorry.
about the female menstrual cycle and everything.
Oh, you studied it. Well, you studied the blade kind of thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I know everything about it. But like when it
The
starts
one man who
between,
understands periods.
well, yeah, it's just fun to spot them. That way you can antagonize women when they're on them. The week before them is when it's best to strike.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Yes.
I'm aware. I ask Erica. It's brutal, but
I'm
it
so sorry for her.
but menopause like lasts for fucking years, and it's
Mhm.
violent
It
mood
can.
swings, hot flashes, all of that. I didn't know that it led to like the same type of fucking psychosis of like postpartum depression, essentially, where like you're just nuts.
I don't know. It could if your hormone. It really depends on the woman. Like it can be like very minor. It can be very severe. So I can see why it would be possible.
I'm glad we get to name this episode periods.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about periods accidentally. I didn't mean for that to happen. But yeah, no, it's like so you have all these teenage girls now. It's a big trend. Like there's I read some statistics once actually, like a year ago maybe, that said there's more teenage girls who want to transition to boys than vice versa.
Well, they're just
Right now.
lesbians, though, right?
No, no, no. What it is that puberty for girls is pain. Like your cramps are way like horrific when you first start because your hormones are all crazy and you're bleeding and that's new and there's all these mood changes and maybe you get acne and all that stuff. And so it's very appealing to think, well, what if I just wasn't a girl? Like I could take puberty blockers and just never have to do this.
Oh,
And also, since I was 12 years old and started growing boobs, there's been creepy men trying to hit on me, like older, like 30-year-old men trying to hit on me, and that's very uncomfortable. I feel very vulnerable. Being a woman sucks.
well, thank
That's
God.
what it
Hey,
feels like when you're 14 years old. That's what
hey,
it feels like.
well, hey, thank God that stopped for you. You know.
It
Um,
that's a, I'm not going to address that. But anyway, that's what's happening and I feel like I can understand why menopause might cause a similar feeling.
of wanting to be a dude. Well,
Look,
let's
this is not funny at all. I'm being too serious.
no, being a guy, puberty is rough because it's you get zits on your face, you're getting boners like constantly. No, I'm not kidding. You
Fucking
get
terrible, dude.
it sucks so bad. You get
That's so
boners.
embarrassing.
It's the most embarrassing. You're like 13 through fucking 30 and you're just getting boners constantly. But no, you're getting boners all the time in middle school and all of that. And, like every fucking dumb brace face bitch looks so hot. And you're like, don't be weird. Don't be weird. You like smile and they're like, ew. Because, they're having their period and you're like, oh, I should kill myself. It's completely brutal. And then all of your legs and everything hurts all the time because it's growing.
Because like growth spurts?
Yeah, it's just I mean, mine didn't fucking go as far as everybody else's,
Yeah,
but
so you got maybe like a little twinge of pain in your legs.
but no, I mean, you get weird hairs everywhere, but like the biggest part is the boners, like just strange boners.
You just can't stop talking about that sort of thing, can
Well,
you?
no, because like you're like, oh, I had cramps or whatever. For guys,
Well, yeah, one is actually like extremely painful. And I'm talking about doubled over on the floor sobbing painful.
okay. I'm telling you that you don't know the social pain
The
of
social pain
like just getting a
of
boner.
boners.
It's horrible. it's horrible, especially when like, you know, it's like, it's jean coat jeans are in style, you know, so this loose jeans, you just
Okay, you know what? I think that we
what you
might be
can't
done with.
say, you can't hide it is the thing. You have to run
I'm
to the
gonna hide
bathroom.
it. Like it's not that.
It is.
It is embarrassing. I could see why that would be embarrassing.
And also, you don't even know about fucking gym class showers. Just a whole bunch of
Oh my
dudes
gosh.
trying to stand there going like, I'm not gay. I don't have a boner. Like, I'm telling you, it was nonstop boners. That's the worst part of
That's
male puberty.
very yeah.
It is
That's
awful.
disturbing.
It really is fucking horrible. So don't talk to me about cramps and don't try to be like, oh, that's gross. Every man listening to this is going to go, that's true. You just get wild boners out of nowhere. And it's the worst part of it. And then, like, you're just so fucking horny all the time. And nobody wants, because it's awkward. Nobody wants to tell you, like, that's the rest of your life. Like, nobody wants to, you know, nobody wants to tell you that.
We're going to, on that note, we're going to close out the show. But if you feel like you really need more help, you're in luck. We are going to continue recording after this as Bryden gets drunker and drunker over there. He's been like vaping constantly. I think I figured it out that I can hear the vape noise a lot more, like just more frequently as he drinks more. So I think he's probably pretty drunk. So if you want to hear that, immediately following this.
Abby did heroin before the show. She ate an Oxycontin.
I did not. That's not true.
Oh, you're right. It was a Vicodin. My bad.
Go to patreon.com/HereToHelpPodcast and subscribe right now to hear part 2. We're going to do more Reddit stories and more chatting and things. Just $1 gets you 3 bonus episodes a month.
It's 4. It's usually actually 4.
3 or 4. 3 is the guarantee. We don't need to tell them 4 when we decided on 3 is the guarantee, though.
No, I'll just do it without him. I'll just do a whole DJ set.
Okay, that's perfect. You should do that, actually. We should do extra stuff on top just whenever we have time. Why not?
17 shows a month for $1.
Okay, maybe not. That's the problem, is that usually people, if they have like $1 Patreon, it's like 1 episode, and then you pay $5 for more. I don't know why you said it. Doesn't matter. $1 is great.
Okay, I will say this. I'm gonna splash some water on my face before we go into the Patreon. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna look me in the mirror and I'm gonna go, listen here, 8th grade Bryden. Doesn't matter how many boners you had over those
with
girls.
that.
We're gonna make yet another woman uncomfortable, and we're gonna do a show. But I do want to give a big thank you to everybody who has already subscribed to the Patreon. I thank you so much for that.
We appreciate you very much, especially since you guys, we have several people who have, like 5 people who subscribed before we even put out the first bonus episode. Yeah. That's very sweet of you guys, and we love you. We appreciate you very much. And now you get to cash in on that investment at patreon.com/HereToHelpPodcast. Go subscribe right now. Remember that you can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbby and at one and only Bryden. For me, that is an I, not a Y. For Bryden, it's the number 1.
Like a finger.
Like a finger. Bryden, do you have any plugs today?
Yeah, Odyssey. Odyssey.com. Go to Bryden. Every Saturday, I've got the best fucking mix on Odyssey. We're trying to make you the number 1 streamer on Odyssey, and I think this is possible through your effort of turning your computer on and going to that website.
I even made an Odyssey account so that I can do the little flamey thing.
That's true. Hit the flame every time. Not the splat. A guy hit the splat. It was annoying.
He was very upset. He ranted about it a bit.
Well, the guy was right, though. I wasn't doing good.
All right. Don't forget to get in touch with me to join our Discord server. Thank you for listening and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.